what would you say now that you are the top elected official in the county and you are a progressive, and Miami is considered some of the most important political real estate in the country? What's it like maneuvering through all of the corporate special interests that will inevitably run through your office and everybody's offices, throughout Miami-Dade? And how do you deal with that? Because that's something I still think that the biggest issue we face in politics today, bar none, on both sides, is corporate special interest money in politics. And dealing with that, that is the singular problem. And trying to, like you said, bridge that partisan divide, which, as we know in Miami-Dade, is intense. So if you can speak on that and what that's been like over the first few months, be very interested to hear about.
So there's really a few aspects to what you're asking. I'm trying to think in which order to talk about them.
However it makes sense.
First, let me say, as far as partisan, it is a nonpartisan position, and I was elected with substantial support across the aisle, including from independents, of course, which is the largest party, really. But definitely, I have Trump supporters on my team. So, I have a broad cross-section because of the people issues that I champion. And the other thing is that we need, of course, these businesses to create jobs. And I've been working very hard to create more jobs. Now, as far as lobbying interests, we are restricted by the Supreme Court and Citizens United, and I have worked on some campaign finance reform as a county commissioner, which I was able to effectuate. Like, all money needs to be disclosed, not just to campaigns, but also to political committees, which was actually a big breakthrough in the county, at least making transparent these things. But I think I'm going to be increasing the scrutiny of how people contact county staff. So, stay tuned. I have to come out with this plan. It's not really out for public consumption, but we are looking at some ways it's all about accountability, because I cannot really stop the flow of money. At least we can create more awareness, more transparency. I have a whole office that I've created of engagement, and included in engagement is making what the county does and what happens at the county easier to access. And we're just starting budget hearings. In fact, tonight we had our very first budget hearing for a budget that gets approved in September. And that is unprecedented. We've never started this early, but I really wanted to be sure that the public had access early on to be able to weigh in and participate more actively.
I appreciate that. I think that's what people really want. I talk about that all the time, is that people just want transparency. People just want there are people who are representing them to be accountable to them, not always expecting everything to be perfect and get every single thing you want. I think, most people just want some realism and honesty with what's going on.
And let me mention, we're in the middle of our first survey, Thrive 305. And I hope that any of your listeners in Miami-Dade will take the time to fill it out. It's about a 15-minute survey in 3 languages.
Where is that? Where is that on your website?
Yes, it's on, there's a website, thrive305.org.
Okay, so Yep. All right, we're going to put it up.
And you can share it, and with as many as you wish. We've had, 12,000 or so completed. I'm aiming for 20,000, and Friday is the deadline, so help me out.
No, that's awesome. I've been saying that all along. I was always curious why now, with the technology that we have and how easy social media is, why are our representatives not asking for our input on their things? Like, that's something that we know the answer, but I very much appreciate that. I think that's what the job is for. I think that's sort of.
Yes, I do. That's exactly what I think. Yes. And we're also going to follow up with what we're calling civic weekends. So start in March, we're going to have a series of in-person and virtual combined, and then leading up to an action plan based on public input.
That's really cool. If there's any way we can help promote that, anything that's civics related is woefully under taught. woefully underspoken about. And civics is huge. So anything that we can do to help promote anything. I started this out thinking I would do little civics lessons, but it turns out, even though I understand it, I'm really not a teacher. I have a vast appreciation for teachers, but I am not one of them. And it is a skill. And so anything that we could do to promote civics education is, we're really into that. Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.